we are going to discuss about some basic concepts of chemistry briefly. Okay, in this concept, in this lesson, we have mole concept and percentage composition, empirical formula, molecular formula, and finding minimum molecular weight. And next concept related to stoichiometry, that is general questions, and limiting reagent related questions will be there, and concentration terms, and finally equivalent weight related questions. So these concepts we have to cover in this lesson. Okay, first, in case of mole concept, what are the important formulas we have? First, we have to find the number of moles related questions. Number of moles given mass by molar mass, or number of particles by Avogadro number, volume of STP by molar volume, or m into V in liter. So m is the molarity, V is the volume in liter. So these are basic fundamental formulas related to the mole concept, and by using this formula we can derive some other formulas which will become in questions, like find which one will be have more mass, which one will be have more number of molecules, atoms, electrons, find the number of electrons, like that questions. For this one, mass equal to number of moles into molar mass, and here molar mass is equal to mass by number of moles, and number of particles related. They asking particularly molecules, atom, electron, proton, neutron. Also we can do these problems. And next, percentage composition means we have to find out that what are the different type of elements are there and what percentage they are present. So percentage of element is total mass of the element by molar mass into 100. Next concept is empirical formula and molecular formula. So empirical formula will be give the simplest ratio of atoms, and molecular formula give the exact number of atoms present in the molecule. So if you are taking any compound, it have different type of elements. First we have to find each element what is the number of moles by using percentage mass by atomic mass. We will get the number of moles, and which one is the lower number of moles. Using that we have to divide all the number of moles and we will get the relative number of moles, and we have to take a simplest ratio of elements that give the empirical formula. Okay, and once you got the empirical formula, molecular formula we can find by using the formula. Molecular formula is equal to empirical formula into x. X is molecular weight by empirical formula weight, or 2 into vapor, if vapor density given, 2 into vapor density by equivalent empirical formula weight. Sometimes they will give the some hydrocarbon and combustion related, and you will get x moles of carbon dioxide, y by 2 moles of water. In that case, hydrocarbon combustion case, the simplest ratio x is to y we can find by using the formula NCO2 by NH2O. In this case, that will be what happens here, 2xy, y is equal to NCO2 by NH2O. That we are using means you will get the 1, and we are finding x by y, so that here you will get the 2 NH2O you will get it. Next one, sometimes questions related to air will become, so how much oxygen required means we can directly find if how much air is required means air will be contains 21% of oxygen. So by using that concept you can find that how much air is required. Sometimes asking minimum molecular weight, like 10% sulfur present in the compound, what is the minimum molecular weight means 10 grams present in 100 grams, then at least 1 mole of atoms will be present, like sulfur means 1 mole means 32 grams. 32 grams means what is the molecular weight. Like that we can solve the questions related to this minimum molecular weight. Next, stoichiometric questions we can solve by using the formulas. So first you have to write the balanced chemical reactions, and stoichiometric options you have to use as the number of moles, and based on the given information, and you have to solve the problems. Let us take one question, like 4 grams of reacted with excess of oxygen, how much carbon dioxide is produced. Means if I am taking 1 mole of compound, I will get the 1 mole of this one. Which one will be excess? That will be no problem, we have to take which is normally lesser amount. So 1 mole of CH4 will be give 1 mole of CO2, means 60 grams give 44 grams. 4 grams means how many grams it will be give 11 grams. So like that we can able to find that by using this balanced equation, by using stoichiometric coefficients as the moles, and based on the information is given, we have to solve the problem. This very important concept will be there, that is a limiting reagent. So limiting reagent is a very important one. It is the reagent reactant side which is completely consumed in the reaction and which is a limit the product formation. It is called as a limiting reagent. So always the limiting reagent completely reacted in the reaction and it will be limit the product formation, means that limiting, according to limiting reagent only product formation takes place. One simple example we will take to handle the question. Let they given the 2 grams of hydrogen reacting with the 64 of grams of oxygen, so to form water. So which is the limiting reagent, which is the excessive reagent, and how much product will be formed, and how much excessive reagent left unreacted, so that we can able to find by using the equations. First write the balanced equation. 2 is to 2 moles reacting with 1 mole and giving the 2 moles. Okay, here they given that 2 grams means 1 mole, and here 64 grams is given, that is the 2 moles. So given 1 mole is reacting with the 2 moles, so we know that 2 moles required 1 mole. So here 1 mole required only 0.5 mole. It is 2 moles are there, means it is excess is there. So O2 is excessive reagent, H2 is a limiting reagent. How much excess is there? 0.5 moles reacted means 1.5 mole excess will be there. Excess will be 1.5 mole will be present. And how many moles will be give? 2 moles giving 2 moles means 1 mole will be give 1 mole, 18 grams will be give. So like product formation we can able to find, and also excessive reagent how much left, and total number of moles how much left, means product side you will get 1.5 mole, and product side 1 mole, and reactant side 1.5 mole left unreacted. So total 2.5 moles left after the reaction. So this is a limiting reagent concept. Next one, concentration terms. So different ways of expressions are there to find the concentration. Weight percentage, weight by volume percentage, volume by volume percentage, number of ppm. Okay, and for us important this number of ppm means number of parts of solute by total parts of solution, that we know. These different formulas are there for molarity, that you have to be careful. They given weight percentage, weight by volume percentage, strength is given. So how to handle the question related to that, you have to check. These are the set of formulas which will be helpful to do the questions. And same molarity, in this formula will be important. Molality is equal to xb by 1 minus xp 1000 by molecular weight of solvent. They will ask generally 1 molar solution, aqueous solution. Aqueous solution means molecular weight of solvent is 80. By using that we can able to find molarity. And next one, normality. Normality, molarity, almost same formula, similar formulas will be there. There will be molecular weight will become, here will be equivalent weight will becomes. Almost all the formulas will be same will be there. Like molarity formulas will be there. Here normality molarity relation, normality is equal valency factor into molarity. For dilute solutions, if you are taking, what happens? Dilute solutions, if you are doing dilution means we are adding the water. So initial concentration m1 and initial volume v1, final concentration m2 and v2 is a final volume, means the volume of water added v2 minus v1. So during the dilution n1 v1 equal to n2 v2. If any neutralization is going on, neutralization means it reaction between acid and base. So here number of gram equivalents of acid equal to number of gram equivalents of base. So number of gram equivalents, how we can able to find number of gram equivalents, n into v in liter, or weight by equivalent weight. So that we are using NaVa is equal to NbVb, or NaVa in liter is equal to weight by equivalent weight of acid. Here NbVb is equal to weight by equivalent weight of acid. Sometimes equivalent weight asking for the elements. Generally simple one formula will be there, W1 by E1 equal to W2 by E2. This formula you can use to solve the problems related to that. W1 is the first element or compound, W2 is the second element or compound. Whenever compounds like salts are there, like EAB is the salt equivalent weight, then that equivalent weight is equal to EA plus EB. So like that also we can use and solve the questions. like equivalent weight of calcium carbonate is equal to equivalent weight of calcium plus equivalent weight of carbonate ion, like that. Generally you have to remember these things. Equivalent weight of oxygen is 8, that is in terms of volume 5.6 liter at STP. Chlorine 35.5, 11.2 liter at STP. H1, that is 11.2 liter STP. That is the equivalent. Other than that, some other formulas will be useful while doing the questions. First, hydrogen peroxide related. This concentration is expressed in terms of volume strength. Volume strength, if they given V H2O2 means you will taking 1 liter of H2O2, you will get the V liter of oxygen at STP. So you are taking the 1 liter, you will get the V liter O2 at STP. So that is the meaning for the V liter V S2O2. That percentage of strength, how you can find 17 V by 56. Strength means 17 V by 5.6. Strength means it is gram per liter. It is strength generally we are expressing gram per liter. How many grams present in 1 liter. Molarity means V by 11.2 and normality V by 5.6. So these formulas will be useful while doing the questions related to S2O2. And degree of hardness we can use, so some solute will be present, that solute related weight by molecular weight, number of moles. With respect to calcium carbonate we are doing, so calcium carbonate molecular weight 100 by weight of solvent into 10 power 6, that will be give the degree of hardness. So based on the compounds you have to find out. Valency factor we can find for different compounds, different things, different formulas we have. Elements, valency, ions means charge present on the ion, salt means total magnitude of charge on cation or anion, acid means number of replaceable H plus atoms or OH groups in the oxo acids, or if we are given reaction, number of H plus atoms replaced in a chemical reaction. Basis case, number of OH groups present or number of OH groups replaced in a chemical reaction. Redox reactions case, number of electrons transferred for 1 mole or total change in the oxidation state for 1 mole. So these are the concepts we have in a mole, some basic concepts of chemistry. To revise fastly, it is given, so go through well. Thank you.